Today, there was an announcement from the prosecuting authorities that I wanted to share with you because it's extremely, extremely important. And that is that if you participate in a pyramid scheme, you will be prosecuted. Not as the person who started the scheme, but simply being involved and recruiting other members. This is really, really, really important measure, and this came out of a press conference this week about Up Money. So I don't know if any of you have come across Up Money. It's supposedly a grocery stokvel, but it wasn't really a stokvel. You paid 180 Rand to join, and then as you recruited more members, you moved up levels, and each level that you moved up, you received more groceries. So instead of just getting money for bringing in new members, you got groceries. But of course, what was happening was that the groceries were being bought with new members. So this is this typical pyramid scheme thing. And the reason pyramid schemes are banned is because eventually people at the lower end of the pyramid lose their money, and the people at the top of the pyramid make all the money. So there's this huge vested interest in starting pyramid schemes and exiting them early. So in this particular scheme, it is incredible how successful it was. Between May to July, so we're talking in 2 months, it had recruited 230,000 people and raised 42 million Rand. 42 million Rand these two directors took in Up Money, of which I think about 12 million was blown on retail stores and fancy cars. By the time the asset forfeiture unit managed to get a court order to freeze their accounts, they were able to freeze 18 million Rand. And obviously the directors are going to be prosecuted. So I asked the question, I said, okay, but what happens to the people who put money into Up Money? Are they going to get any of that 18 million that you've just seized? And they said, no, they are perpetrators. Anyone who joined that pyramid scheme was involved in illegal activity. And they said, not only are you not going to get money out, we're going to go actively after those people who on social media promoted Up Money. We're going to go after them and we're going to fine them. And do you know what the fine is? The fine is 10% of your annual income or 1 million Rand, whichever is the higher. And I have to tell you, I actually applaud this. I hope that we see this come through because I am so tired of seeing these scams all over social media, people knowingly making money out of other people who come in later. Usually the people who come in at the end are older people, they're the go-go's who don't really understand this, they get talked into it, and they are the victims ultimately at the end of all of this. And the only way to stop these absolute rubbish nonsense scams is for the people who actually willingly participate, actually feel the sting of the law. So I'm warning you now, you know what a pyramid scheme is. I don't have to explain to you. You know what it is. Don't get involved.